Good evening, race fans. Speed Zone TV bringing you the action tonight. I'm your host, Robert Warrens, in race number 3 for Lightning Esports Next Gen Series out Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Drivers have just finished up qualifying, but we're going to take a look at a little bit of race info right now. 78-degree track temp, partly cloudy, 2-mile winds, 45 humidity on this 1.5-mile oval, seating 80,000 people. Drivers just getting gridded up. Let's take a look at that starting order. Shearer on the outside, on the pole position in that 93 machine. Oaks 20 machine in P2. Luttrell in that 00 P3. Darnell 99 P4. Pottle in the 5 machine in P5. Rideout 76 in 6th. Cindy Taylor 07 in 7th. Burke 95 machine in 8th. McKee 15 in 9th. Henry in 10th in the 10 machine. McAfee in the 18 machine in 11th. Schuessler 61 and 12. Wright 25 and 13th. Louder in the 11 machine in 14th. And in the big field tonight, we got 20 cars. Starting 15th is Dennis Warnez in that 90 machine. 16th is Robert Kahn in 21 machine. The 78 machine of Chris Jordan 17th. Thomas Ridgway, the 3 machine, in 18th. Martucci, the 77 machine, in 19th. And Baker in the 87 machine, rounding out the field. Got drivers just gridding up here, giving you a nice view of that starting line. We have, a bunch of information coming to you tonight, but, Las Vegas Motor Speedway has been around for quite some time, and a lot of iconic and historical races have started out from this facility, from IndyCar to Champ Car and NASCAR, obviously, most importantly. But starting back in 1972, this Speedway or complex has hosted a series of events, and they have a 3/8 mile oval known as the Bull Ring that you're probably familiar of. They have a half-mile clay oval, dirt track, and a road course with multiple layouts. But what most is iconically known as this 1.5-mile oval at known as Las Vegas Motor Speedway. So 80,000 fans in the stands tonight, and you're here to watch race number 3 at Lightning Esports. So just be watching, stay looking. Do a quick shout out to the babies' mamas tonight. Happy Mother's Day to the babies' mamas watching the track. You might be celebrating kids or fur babies, or I don't know, your plants in the garden, anything. Just appreciation to all the females and the mothers out there who make us men have the possibility of spending time with each other on the computer. How crazy is that? Coming out of turn 4, the pace car is going to do another lap. We're going to do a shout out to Hoffert Forever 84, former racer tonight, or former racer in Lightning Esports, unfortunately passed away. And you're also seeing on your screen right now is that 94 machine. That's going to be a tribute car that's being run by Bud Shearer tonight, celebrating Justin Reynolds, who has recently passed away. So we got 2 angels in the sky watching down on Lightning Esports. So RBS Racing, proudly known as BS Racing, and big homage to Reynolds tonight. So these drivers here at Lightning Esports are going to do everyone proud, for our angels up in the sky and for the mothers in the stands. We'll be taking 2 weeks off, and then coming back June 1st for Bristol Motor Speedway, one of my favorite tracks. Not sure if it's everyone else's, but known for some great racing. But we're settling in for 8 laps tonight with this 20-car field. Next Gen car has been known for some too wide racing here. Under the lights at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Race cars tucked in. We're about to go green. Sure gets a good push from Luttrell with Oaks on the outside. Bottle in behind. Drivers are dancing down the backstretch. Good 20-car blanket there, just within 2 seconds of each other. Down into turn 1. Let's take a look at turns 1 and 2. Clean laps so far, 3 laps in. Shearer's still a leader with Oaks in behind. Beautiful facility here. Taking a look at our leader, Bud Shearer has started out to a dominating start here with Oaks looking underneath, and last season's champ, Chris the Champ Luttrell, in that 00 car. I have to wonder how tire degradation is going to play a factor here. I'm suspecting drivers are going to be coming in at around lap 27-ish or so if we stay green. Our sponsor tonight is Virtual to Reality TV. They've come on board this season. If you're interested in doing some big show money racing, you probably want to hit up their Facebook page, check them out, and see what they have to offer you. They do road courses, which I'm not so good at, and getting in the oval market next. So big race coming up, I believe, at Charlotte Motor Speedway. I'll have to double check. I'll get some information for you guys. You know, small registration fee to join, but obviously a huge payout. So, you know, if you're looking to put on your boxing gloves and duke it out, that's one of the big shows here coming up that Speed Zone TV is going to be bringing you. Just about to complete lap 6. Shearer hasn't let off the gas just yet, and looking to settle in. Throttle Pottle in 4th position, having a great run. But really, the top 10 cars are just within a second. Let's bounce around and see what we see in the field here. Taking a look at that 15 machine of Brennan McKee. Up 2 positions tonight. Looking to be chasing down that 10 machine of Henry and Berg. Henry yields as McKee shoots a low. Down the backstretch, they're going to have a good battle going into 3. Berg looking under Pottle. Pottle shuts the door on that 94 machine. It's Robert Kahn taking him 3 wide. He won the season opener at Daytona. The league drivers did a great job. Only 1 caution that race. Last week, I think we had 2 winners this season. A lot of great racing. Drivers at Lightning Esports putting on a great show for you guys. A little bit further back in the field is the 18 machine of Adam McAfee. He's a newcomer this season in his Chevy-powered machine. Got the chase cam here. CSR TG Chevrolet. Hear him feathering the throttle a little bit as he's coming out of the corners. Team Gold Refined Engineering. These cars are looking sexy under the lights. 25 machine looking to make a move on McAfee, and that'll be right. Looking on the outside going into turn 1. Not going to be able to get there. That 77 machine just in front of McAfee is Martucci, newcomer of the season as well, and it looks like Schussler's about to fall in the mix here in that Kool-Aid Jammers car. No jam in that 61 machine tonight, that's for sure. Looks like Luttrell is taking the lead while we're looking back here. Let's bounce up to our leaders. Luttrell is checking out. He's got a 3/10 lead. Shearer and Oaks are duking in behind. A former Lightning Esports champion, Jeffrey Oaks, in that 20 SimCube machine. Looking sexy. It's like contact there as the 15 machine is looking underneath Henry. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. The 21 machine is looking to make the charge on the outside. Henry's going to give him the outside, and McKee is going to stay in behind the 10 machine as the 94 machine looks on the outside of him. Down into turn 3, exiting turn 4, 2x2. Everyone else is single file. 3 wide, Pato gets a little door from Kahn. Leans on Henry a little bit. Somebody get out the pillowcases. These guys are fighting tough. A bit further out here, let's see what's going on in the field. Pato looks like she's struggling to maintain pace. Got Warnez in the 90 machine on Pato's rear. Nowhere to go. Pato shuts the door on the low side. McKee is on the bottom. And Warnez is going to shuffle by. A little off pace right now is the 87 machine of Kevin Baker. He's actually ran the fastest, one of the fastest laps last lap. Taking a look at the 11 machine of Louder. Also a newcomer this season. Looking to stitch together some good finishes here. Make his presence known. Twin-headed power here. The Chevrolet, 78 Chevrolet of Chris Jordan. Had a really rocket ship time in practice, but we haven't seen him stitch together the speed there, and just ahead of him. Good old Dirty Daddy Ridgeway is up in front, brushing the wall. Another Kool-Aid car, so you've seen 3 Kool-Aid cars so far. 99 machine, Wagner's Welding, Roughneck Racing Money League. If you're looking to throw down at a super speedway and dash for some cash, you probably want to link up with these guys, putting on a big money show. '07 Von Bolander Racing, EBR, sporting the Hofford Forever 84 on the hood. New paint for Taylor this week. I don't recall it being so pretty last time, but Looking pretty in that broadcast for sure. 76 machine, a Mike Rideout, down 4 positions right now. Running a 30.6 last lap. It looks like some of the cars in behind are shuffling ahead as far as lap times go. Back up to our leaders here. We haven't been watching. Luttrell's been passed by Shearer, who's taking that lead back. Might have pocketed a little bit tire here. So Vegas is, you can carry the speed in the corners, but if you push too hard, you're going to be chewing up those rubbers. Robert Kahn has made it around Luttrell for P2 with Henry in the wake of Luttrell, looking to move underneath into turn 1 with Oaks in behind. These guys are pretty tight right now. Just 1/10 separates them. Top 10 is just 1.7 seconds apart from each other. We got some tight racing. Probably about 5-6 laps until we start coming up on pit stops. Little loose from Kahn as he gets out of turn 4. Normally it takes a couple of beverages to get me loose, but we're seeing him get loose on the track. Hey-o. Watch him again, see if he's heated up those tires and caused himself some trouble here. Hunt's Brothers Pizza looking to get a run out of turn 4. Getting loose again. You see that car yawn out. He's counter steering. Those tires are cooked. You don't want to heat up those rear tires. You got to back off and let them cool down. Henry's going to move into P2. Excellent run for the Traveler Whiskey Machine, Chevy powered. That's Oaks in behind him there. He's trying to get a run going down into turn 1. I don't think he's going to get there. "25 laps, almost complete." Oaks puts a little pressure there, gets to the outside. You see that 10 machine get a little squirrely down the backstretch on the exit of 2. Lifting the air off the spoiler. Ooh, door-on-door contact. Slides up in front of Warnez. Somebody's going to have some hurt feelings soon. I don't know who it's going to be. We're racing for the mothers tonight, boys. Let's keep it clean. Yeah, I want to see you at home. Henry's getting a little tight. Warnez is on the bumper of Oaks with Kahn on the inside. Pit window is open. These guys can make 2 stops. They got 2 sets of tires. Warnez brushes the wall, runs out of talent. Seeing some great action right here. Kahn is on the outside of Oaks, but not looking like he can mount a charge. And Shearer has checked out to a 1-second lead. Quite impressive because these drivers are going to take fuel, bolt on 4 tires, and keep rocking and rolling. If we stay green, we're going to see a various multitude of pit strategies come. Oaks loose out of 2. Check your drawers, son. Check your drawers. He's going to shuffle back a couple spots. That's Burke on the outside of Warnez. They're battling for 5th position right now with Champ Luttrell in behind and McKee in behind him. Tight battle for these 4 for that 5th position. Down the backstretch. Warnez looking at the draft of Henry. Let's take a look at that. Oaks has entered the pits. OMG. Let's take a look at what he's doing. A couple others enter the pits. You can see Henry's in the pits. Ridgway, Martucci, Baker. He's underway. Nice clean stop for him. Here's the other one starting in the pits. Henry as well. A little blinking. So looks like we got more people coming into the pits. Looks like Burke, Pottle, Rideout, Darnell, Taylor, Wright, McAfee have all elected not to pit 31 laps in here. You don't want to hang on too long. Our fast laps tonight are 29.8 seconds. The fall off there is about 31.5, so almost 2 seconds a lap, or 1 3/4 from that tire fall off. So, you know, the next stop here, are we expecting people to short pit? What are we expecting? I'm not really sure, but one of my strategies would be to come in a little bit sooner, bolt on 2 right side tires, and take fuel. Because you're not going to need a full tank at the end of this run. Have to wait another lap or two to see who our leader is. Camera's on it. Camera is on Warnez right now. He's going to beat the field of cars on the bottom side out of the pits. He's got Shearer and Kahn 1.5 seconds back. Good pit stop for Warnes as he's able to claim the lead here. Gets a little squirrely. He's got his dancing shoes on. Doesn't have a partner, but he likes to go solo. Normally it happens in the shower, but right now it's happening on Speed Zone TV, and you just saw that squiggle live. Looking at lap times, Warren's turned to 31.2. In behind him, 30.6s for Shearer and Kahn. And Kahn is right in the wake of Shearer. It's been dominant the whole race. 34 laps in. A very impressive green flag run so far. Lightning Esports has been putting on a show for these 3 races. Shearer's going to make quick works of Warnes. And then Kahn is looking to follow through. Shearer's going to take back the lead as Warnes has submitted. 30.2 for Shearer and Kahn. 31 seconds for Warnes. A quick lap that I see squinting one eye is 29.92 by Jason Henry in the 5th position. He's cooking. Let him cook. Show you that running order just in a different way. Not too much action here. These drivers have started to single out. Pit strategy is underway here. Let's take a look at the battle for 6th and 7th. That's going to be Burke and McKee. Impressive run by the 15 machine tonight. 7th spot. Only 4.8 seconds back. Not doing too bad. Getting her done, you know. It's like getting her done. Chew it and do it. Blue Chews. If you need help, call them. Bornez has fallen victim to Henry. He's just made a pass out of turn 2 down the backstretch. Let's take a look at our pit stop times, actually. That might tell a story here. Bornez, 9.3. Looks like no tires, just fuel. Going to be interesting to see how this plays out. Warnes might have pocketed a set of tires and is perhaps hoping for a late race caution. That might be a strategy here. Let's take a look a little bit further back in the field, see if anyone else has the strategy. Waiting for my board to catch up. Oh, apparently I gotta switch the row. 9. Looks like Rideout the same with that 9.4 second pit stop. So 2 drivers in the field based on pit times have not taken tires and looks like fuel only. That is Warnes and Rideout. So, you know, expecting to see that pit stop happen around 56 to 60 would be my guess for the window. Back up front. Looking at that 94 machine, tribute paint to Justin Reynolds. Angel in the sky tonight, under fire by that 21 machine, Robert Kahn. These are our 2 last race winners. Kahn taking it home at Daytona. And then we saw Shearer win last week at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Both excellent races. And these guys are trading lap times at 30.2s. Jeffrey Oaks 30.1. Same with Henry and Burke in the 3rd, 4th, and 5th position. So they're able to pull in a little bit, but 2 seconds back doesn't leave me to believe that there's a lot of time to reel them in. You know, you got 15 laps till that pit window starts to open or less. And they're going to want to nudge up a little bit more. We're going to have to see really how this starts to shimmy down. You've seen Warnes not take tires. He's 7 seconds back now. As far as points go, it's a very tight points battle. A 21 machine is P1 in points. Shearer P2 in that 94 paint. And then Warnes P3. So you saw his off-pit strategy. We're going to have to see how that levels out. Henry, we saw him a few times tonight in that 10 machine. He's currently in 4th. He's in 4th points. Or sorry, 4th place in points. 78 machine of Jordan is showing us out. Not sure what happened. No race information on that, but he was running 5th tonight in points. So unfortunately that might throw him back a little bit further in points. Might break his heart, but hopefully he can claw his way back through the season. Underway, lap 45. Got a good battle here between Darnell and Luttrell. Darnell ran a little bit slower lap than Luttrell the last lap. Watch here on the gap. They're only 0.2 apart. Going down into turn 1, crossing the line. Right in the middle of the track on entry there. It's not a bad move. You know, you don't want too much wheel input. Kahn is able to pass Shearer for the lead. We have a new leader. Shearer is just 1/10 behind, but you know, we're going to have to watch that, see if it starts to dip away a little bit more. Around the field, see if we've got any other closer battles. It's not looking like we do. Maybe McKee and Burke here. A little bit in front of that 99 and 00 machine is Blue Chew and RBS. Ooh, McKee gets a little squirrely out of turn 4, is able to swoll it up, but that's going to give Burke an excellent run on the outside, going down into turn 1. gonna get a good run. Let's take a look at the backstretch. Got an excellent run. Half car tucks in behind. Oaks running the high side. There goes Henry. Burke and McKee. Darnell, Trill. All of the drivers. Shearer just staying in the wake of Kahn, trying to make a move on the outside. Lap 49 is almost complete. We are over halfway in the race, ladies and gentlemen. If you're in the market for anything, you can take a look at our sponsors on the bottom right hand of the screen. Virtual to Reality, as I mentioned earlier, is our nightly sponsored night, helping it be possible for us at Speed Zone TV to be here. Lightning Wraps also, if you're in the market for paints, looking for a new PC, Feg PC, Apex Boss. They do great overlays. So if you're in the market for some streaming overlays, they're able to help you here. VBR Racing, just a great team of drivers. And then SimLab as well, if you're in the market for any type of sim equipment, from cockpits to seats to wheels and pedals. Just hit up. Oh, we got a car backwards on the track. Yellow flag is out. We're gonna have to take a look at our Speed Zone Instant TV replays. See what we saw here. I'm showing that the 77 machine is backwards on the track. We're gonna try to dissect what happened here. Heavy nose damage. Not sure what happened. Just gonna hit play on this, see what goes. Hard in the wall. Driving through the grass. Unfortunately, looking like driver just threw it away. But I'd love to see where that nose damage comes. So let's just back it up here a second. He's already got the nose damage. Not really sure. Not really sure here, but that's going to be our Speed Zone TV instant replay. You can see that the 78 machine of Jordan comes up on him rather quickly. But not really. Oh, sorry, the 61 machine of Schuessler comes up on him quickly, but not really sure what is happening there. We're going to get back to live action in just 1 second. Give a shout out to our sponsors really quick. We're back as these drivers are heading down the pit roads. On the road I never on. Like a twister, I was born to roam alone. There I go again, down pit road. See the race here, you see Shearer and Kahn get off, then there goes Oaks, Henry, Burke. Little squirrely from Darnell as he's trying to get under McKee, Hoddle, Luttrell, Mornez, Taylor, Bertucci, Ridgway, Gaffey, Baker, whole field. It's going to be our leader, Robert the Rattlesnake Kahn. Up 15 spots tonight. Very impressive run. 29.70 is his fastest lap, or 6.9. Looking through the field. Looks like Chris Jordan turned to 68. Kahn's gonna have to do better. Does not have the fastest lap, that's for sure. But with lighter fuel and whatnot, might be a different story. But these drivers actually have enough to go the entire way. Unfortunate caution that has come out and settled up the field, but now we're going to see what happens here. These drivers bolted on a set of tires. They've only got 2 sets of tires. We know that 2 drivers have pocketed tires. So that was Rideout and Mornez in that 90 machine. if there's another caution, you might see those 2 drivers charge up to the front as they're able to bolt on those rubs. And man, oh man. 54 laps in, and I didn't blink too much. I talked a lot. But that's what we're here to do at Speed Zone TV, bring you some live action. I'm your host, Robert Warrens. We'll have 2 weeks off next week and the week afterwards. After that, we'll be heading to Bristol Motor Speedway for 150 laps under the lights there. That's one of the 3 concrete facilities that are on the NASCAR circuit. After that, we'll be headed to Texas Speedway for 80 laps under the hot Texas sun. And then June 15th at Talladega. Great Eric Church song if you're a country fan. And then the final round before playoffs, June 22nd at Kansas Speedway, 80 laps under the lights. A very challenging track, you know, 1.5 intermediate speedway. And very different corners, very wide track. So Lightning Esports is running a playoff style structure. So how that's going to work is that they're going to be taking 10 drivers in, top 10 in points, and then winners will also be rolled in. So if they roll out of the top 10 in points, they're automatically eligible for a playoffs, providing that none of the drivers within the top 10 or the winners miss more than 2 races. Twenty cars starting tonight, showing 1 car has out. It's a 78 machine of Jordan. Got the fastest lap of the race tonight, suffering mechanical failures. Pace car's about to tuck in, I think. The lights are off. Let's go up to our starter for that green flag in the Geico zone. Boogity, 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 boogity. And they're underway. Shearer gets a good start. Looks like Burke is diving low here. Looking under. Oaks going into 1. Oaks shuts the door. Slight contact. That's going to cause some carnage. That's a, I don't know. We're going to have to take a look at this and see what happened here with the Speed Zone TV instant replay, but there was a lot of tough carnage here. Nobody needed to see that. Taking a look at what's going on as we go down into turn 1. Three wide. I believe the rule here is 3 wide is eligible on 1.5 mile speedways or greater. So here's the shot. See that Burke has a run. Oaks shuts the door. And, I mean, it's tough to call. Now we're watching Oaks. Shoots up the track into Pottle. Ornez, nowhere to go. Into Latrell, Louder, collects Warrens. Caffey here. Gonna make it through, but hard contact for Warrens. 25 are right. Nowhere to go. There's a lot of damaged cars right now. A little bit more respect has to happen on that restart. Only 23 laps to go. You can see Oaks going down to the pit lanes, getting that damage tweaked up. Likely going to have to use a fastest repair. These drivers get 1 tonight. That's all that's going to be in the books. No, it looks like Oaks has elected not to use it. It's our Speed Zone TV instant replay. We're going to give a shout out to our sponsors for just 1 second. Ticking away, 22 laps to go. Shout out to our sponsors making it possible for Speed Zone TV instant replays to happen. I'm your host, Robert Warrens, for race number 3, season number 4 at Lightning Esports. We're at Las Vegas Motor Speedway today for 80 laps. This race has been brought to you by Virtual 2 Reality TV. Great series that they have ongoing. You should check them out. I have a great Facebook group. They're able to host a multitude of different racing that attracts various drivers for big money shows. Definitely go hit up their page. Check them out. Settling down, these drivers lagging back from the pace truck. I guess it's not a truck, but it's a car. Gonna be setting pace for that Geico restart zone. We'll be up in our starter cam here. Make a great start there, down into turn 1. Cheers, doing a good job of maintaining pace. Khan's looking on the outside. Henry's going to give him a little speed boost. Take a look at our Dicker cam in turn 4. Khan's able to complete the pass as Blue Chew. McKee is making a run. These guys are fighting hard. 20 laps to go. McKee up by the wall. Shear in the middle. Luttrell on the bottom. Darnell is coming into the fight. See that 21 machine running the wall. Ooh, slight contact on Darnell and Luttrell. Darnell's going to taste a little of that concrete wall, that little bit of safer barrier. He might have it in his mouth. Oh, hooking in behind. That's McAfee around. Not sure what happened there. That's going to be caution number 3 for the night. A record number here. Take a look at our Speed Zone TV instant replay. I'm going to back it up here. I'm not really sure what happened. Put at quarter speed, see if we can get a better view for everyone. Taking a look at that 18 machine. Going down into turn 1. Looks like Pottle and Warnez getting a good run. With 94 on the bottom side. Warnez looks high, but tags the right rear of McAfee, causing him to go around. It's going to be a tough break for Warnez. He was having a good run. That's Martucci up in the nose. And then Oaks coming around. Oh no. About all the carnage we saw there. Cappy just patiently just scooting around. That's going to be our Speed Zone TV instant replay. It breaks my heart, but you know, that's how the cookie crumbles. Shout out to our sponsors here. We'll be right back. Awesome. Saw 17 laps to go. Henry in the Polish position in the hot seat. Had a great run so far tonight. I don't believe he's led under green flag, but you can see that Khan, Shearer have elected to roll through the pits. You know what they say, cautions breed cautions. I'm hoping to finish this one out clean. There's a hockey game on that I'd love to watch. Toronto Maple Leafs versus the Florida Panthers. I don't know what the score is, but I'm going to check my phone. Do you guys care? Right now, end of the first, 1-0 Florida Panthers. Boo. Toronto leads the series 2-1. You're a Las Vegas Knights fan. Maybe you are, maybe you aren't. They came back to win their first game of the series 4-3 over the Oilers. They'll be playing tomorrow night at 9:30. Edmonton leads the series 2-1. That's about the extent of my hockey knowledge as the lights are off on the pace car. $16 laps to go. That's which way getting the wave around? Wow. Hernandez coming out of the pits. We're gonna have an interesting battle here. That was the 11 machine ladder getting the wave around. Shown as the latter. One more lap under caution. Lights are off under the pace car. Only 14 laps to go. It's our fourth caution of the night. For our next gen series brought to you by Lightning Esports. Tonight's sponsor, Virtual to Reality Racing, or Virtual to Reality TV, putting on the 80-lap battle at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Bunch of facilities in this complex. Like, they have a small 3/8 mile oval. If you're familiar with it, it's called the Bull Ring. They have a half-mile dirt track, clay oval, and then they have a road course with multiple configurations. But this is iconically known as Las Vegas Motor Speedway for this 1.5 mile oval with 20-degree banking in the turns, 9-degree banking in the straightaways, making for some great racing. Not sure what's going on with our counter here. Looks like race control is having some technical difficulties. Lights are still on the pace car. We're going to be doing another lap. We're going to go ahead and roll our sponsor vid. We'll be right back. Looks like we've got everything sorted out. See if the lights go off on the past car. Fingers crossed. 14 laps to go. 13 when they cross here. Lights are off on the pace car after a couple lap delay. We're going to get underway. Hopefully we can finish this one out clean. Most cautions of the series so far is under race number 3. Little bit to be expected because it is a tough facility once the tires get worn. I'm hoping to see these drivers settle out and have a clean one at the finish here. Henry is electing to take the outside for this restart, putting the 15 machine and McKee on the inside, Luttrell on the bottom with Rideout on the outside. Looking like Darnell is in the third inside row with Taylor on the outside. That'll be our 3 rows of cars. Once again, we're seeing that green flag getting ready to wave. Henry's going to get a great start. Once again, 3 wide going into turn 1. Drivers are able to make it through. A brush of the wall. Henry and Luttrell fighting hard. Ridgway making a charge up to the front. He's been sleeping all night, but apparently he had a blue chew. So thank you, McKee, for the blue chews for Daddy Ridge. 11 laps to go. Not a lot of time. Luttrell and Henry battling hard. Ridgway and McKee battling hard. So back at the camera a little bit further. You see the 76 machine a Rideout in the wake of the draft. Ridgway getting tight to McKee. He tags him. Inside wall for McKee. He's locking it up. He's on the track. That's going to bring out another caution. Not sure what happened there with that 3 machine, but we're going to have to back that up. And see how the the boo-boo came to be. Using our far chase cam here. Order speed. Looks like the 3 machine gets a little tight and makes slight contact with the 15, sending him around. 15 car not able to gather it up in time. Hard contact with that inside tire wall. Good job at that 15 machine, keeping it out of harm's way, but I'm not sure if that popped the motor. Oh, you can see that left rear tire damage. That axle is destroyed on the left rear of that car. Just see it torn right up to bits. I've honestly not seen that before, but motor was good, but the car was just too damaged. We're going to get back to live action here in just 1 second. As you can see that 15 machine in the pits. Just a quick shout out to our sponsors. making it possible for you guys to see the race tonight. Only 8 laps left. Gonna jump up to our leaders here. You see that 15 machine suffering catastrophic damage. He's gonna have to tow to the pit roads. That's gonna be a time penalty before he's able to get back on the track. Showing another crash here. Not sure what happened. Take a look at this as well. Three machine. Looking like suffering a little love-hate as he jumps to the pits there. Eight laps to go. Not a lot of time for these drivers to get it done. Henry taking the outside again on Luttrell with Pottle and Rideout in behind. Khan is squeaked up there with Darnell on his outside, so a little bit of shuffling for that third row. Lights are off on the pace car. Going down the backstretch, hoping these drivers can finish it out clean. We've been riddled with cautions here at the end. Henry bunches up the field here. Getting ready for a good start in our Geico restart zone. Very challenging when the leader opts to take that outside on a restart. Green's underway a little bit early. Henry's going to get a great start. Pottle and Rideout wanted to get up there as well. The 94 machine 3 wide into turn 1. Darnell says hello as Shearer is trying to make a move. 3 wide down the backstretch, splitting Rideout. Darnell's looking to make a move as well. He's been rather quiet starting at the back of the field tonight. Henry leading just by 1/10 with Luttrell and Pottle in behind, where the rest of the drivers are 2 by 2. Looks like that outside line's a little bit dominant. Rideout struggling. He's got Baker and Martucci in behind him with Taylor. Oh, slight contact. Martucci's in the wall. Hard contact in the wall. And he's going to be off the racing surface. No caution. Back up with our leaders here. Four laps to go. Throttle Pottle has not been victorious very many times at Lightning Esports, but is in the draft stream of the 2 cars in front, Luttrell and Henry. Yellow flag is out. Not really sure why. Let's go ahead and take a look. I have to back this up a little bit. Here's your Speed Zone TV instant replay. We're going to slow it down here. Looking at the contact with that 99 machine and Darnell. He's doing pretty dang good. Looks like he's checking up for entry. 94 comes in hot, tags the left rear of the bumper, gets him squarely. Just in case you're wondering, that's squirrely. Darnell woes it up. Oaks gives him a little love, but the initial contact of that 94 machine did upset the 99 car. Darnell does a good job of trying to save it. Hard contact into Oaks on the outside. Unfortunate break. Ooh, that's McAfee in the 18 machine saying hello. And that hurt. That hurt my heart. All right, Darnell. See if he's able to get it driven away after that. Couple pirouettes for the fans. Still under fire. Going to be our Speed Zone TV instant replay. Absolute carnage. 3 laps to go. This is going to put us in green-white checker territory. We're going to shout out to our sponsors really quick. Speed Zone TV is back, bringing you the action tonight. I'm Robert Warrens, your host for the night to the 80-lap dash. It's not really been a dash right now. There's a lot of pylons flying around for the battle at Las Vegas Motor Speedway, brought to you by Virtual 2 Reality TV, making it possible for you viewers at home to check out what's going on. Our leader with 3 laps to go. It'll be a GWC next. Interesting to see if fuel strategy might come a factor. I don't think so with all these cautions. Henry, Luttrell, Pottle, and Shearer, followed by Kahn as our top 5. Shout out to Baker, who's in P6. We didn't see him up front too much tonight, but he's definitely stitched together a good run at the end here. Rocking a Toyota. 87 a Baker. See some of the tire and rubber on that machine. Lights are off on the pace car. Waiting for that pace car to come around one more time. He's going to tuck into the pits. We're going to take a peek up at our starters cam. He's getting ready to... Oh, you just saw the live action of switching the yellow flag to a green flag, getting the arm workout in today. Approaching the Geico zone. They can restart anywhere there. Good start by Luttrell. Getting the pressure on that 10 machine right away. Shearer on the outside of Henry. Pottle looking on the inside. Epic battle down the backstretch. These drivers are fighting it out. We cross the line here. Race is going to go official. This is a battle for top 5, all within 3/10 of each other. Luttrell making a big run here. Final lap, race is official. Anything can happen. No holds bar. Shearer closes the door on Kahn. Runs it deep on Henry. No pressure on Luttrell. Pottle is 2/10 back. Baker looking low. Sliding up on Kahn. Making contact. Kahn's hard into the wall. But that's going to be Chris Luttrell at the line, followed by Pottle, Henry, Shearer. And then Kahn is actually able to salvage the P5. Crazy finish at the line. Tough battle. That's a champ. Latrell going to be doing a victory dance. I don't know if he's like a chicken dance man or like a Macarena man, but we're going to find out tonight. Stitching together a great finish at the end. Let's take a look and roll through our results really quick before we start to look for driver interviews. So you just saw it. Great battle for the top three at the line there. Not too far apart. Latrell taking home the dub tonight, followed by Pottle, Henry, Shearer, and Kahn rounding out the top five. 6th through 10th is Rideout, Louder, Baker, Schussler, and Darnell. 11th through 15th is Taylor, Burke, Warnez, Wright, and McAfee. 16th through 20th is McKee, Oaks, Martucci, Ridgway, and Jordan. Looks like a couple of those drivers started to suffer some mechanical issues. Unfortunate break for Oaks that was caught up in some carnage tonight. But Latrell is celebrating hard. Just take a second, give a shout out to our sponsors, and be right back. All right, we're back. Let's see if we have some race interviews that we can take a look at. We're going to just pop in the box there in just 1 second and see who we got. So we're going to bring in our P3 finisher first. Henry had a great run tonight. Jason Henry, it's Robert Warren's up in the booth. You got a copy.
I got a copy, sir. How are you?
I'm pretty sexy. I'm feeling sexy. How are you?
I'm feeling pretty good to finally not have something go horribly wrong like it did so many seasons.
Yeah, I mean, you were stitching together a great run at the end there. You led a bunch of laps before that 00 machine got a good jump on you. What was
Yeah,
going
that
through?
last restart, I just couldn't not get going. But
No.
I knew I was in trouble when that yellow came out because I was pushing hard, trying to keep Chris behind me.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, you had a good run all night. What was that 00 machine's advantage over you? Just did you use up your tires a little bit too much?
I wouldn't say I used them up. The wear really wasn't that bad tonight. I just put too much temperature in them, trying to mirror drive and block the air off of them.
Yeah, the next gen car is very aero sensitive, that's for sure. What about
Something different though? At least I felt like I couldn't get out of fourth place the first couple of races, and at least I moved up something.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, you're doing pretty good as far as championship points go now. Probably getting close to stitching yourself as like a solid top 10 for sure. But what do you got to do differently to get a win, you think?
I really don't know. I feel like I'm the end of last season and most of this season, I've been right there. It's just one of the days have luck work out on my side.
Yeah, heck yeah. You're only 3 points out of the tie for first position. So we're going to Bristol Motor Speedway in a couple weeks after we take a couple weeks off. Is you got any thoughts on Bristol?
I've had it circled as one of those tracks, kind of like Charlotte. I'm ready to go up there and battle for the win again.
I thought you were gonna say whoop some ass. That's what I would have liked to hear.
We got too many great drivers to come out and say that now.
Yeah, it's been very tight racing. I enjoy watching it, and I think from your perspective, you can appreciate the tight battles that you got. What's Traveler whiskey? Is that something you enjoy as a beverage?
It is. I've enjoyed it a handful of times here since they came out with it.
All right, well, heck yeah. Congrats on your P3 tonight, Henry. Is there anyone you want to give a shout out to?
I just want to thank all the sponsors and you doing a great job up there, Mr. Warnes. My beautiful wife for letting me take some time out of Mother's Day to leave her with the kid, and all of our great sponsors again for putting this on.
Heck yeah. Well, I hope you come join us in the booth again and you get a win done. But it looks like with only, what, 4 races to go, you're definitely a contender in for the playoffs. And, hope to, like I said, hope to see you back in the booth.
Alrighty, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, congrats again. Take care, Jason.
See ya.
That was our P3 finisher, Jason Henry. Not looking like we're going to see our P2 finisher just yet. Might be getting torn down in the tech shed for an illegal motor. That's what the rumors are right now. But we're going to pull in our winner, last season's champ, Chris Luttrell. Chris, Rob up in the booth. How's it going, buddy?
Hey, Rob. It's going great. Thanks.
I mean, last season you pulled out the dub out of the unicorn sky. Tonight you had a great last restart. What was going through your mind as far as the strategy for the race for yourself?
After that first tire run, my tires were pretty wore out, but they were even on that first run. And then that second set of tires felt terrible, but everybody said that. So I was a little worried. And then they got the third set, and I don't know, they just kept wrecking in front of us. And next thing you know, Jason and I are on the front row.
Yeah, and I mean that last restart, you got an excellent start on the bottom there, and it looks like that 10 machine of Henry just struggled a little bit. Were you concerned at all with that 5 machine in your mirror, throttle puddle?
Oh man, she was on me. She had an awesome race. She was on me the last 10 laps, but she had a great race. I was worried, yeah.
Yeah, sometimes you get that SimCube powered 5 machine. It's got some special power for sure. So tonight looks like you're finishing up 6th place in points, 12 points out with a win on the season. You're going to be locked into the playoffs. Are you thinking you got another championship in you?
I'm going to sure try it. Hopefully. See how it goes.
Heck yeah, brother. Well, I mean, pleasure watching your race tonight. You were battling up pretty much up front, off and on with Shearer and Kahn, and watching tire strategy occur. Hats off to you for stitching together the win tonight, because I didn't know how it was going to play out under the GWC, but you definitely got it done.
For sure, yeah. I was back after that first pit stop. I had a terrible pit stop, and I was back to, I think, 14th. And luckily we had those cautions come out, and I worked my way back up there. Like say, Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers, and mine for sure. Thanks to my buddy Sean. I'm still borrowing his VR, so he's not been able to race, but I really appreciate that. That's helped me out a ton.
Yeah, I've never bolted on the VR myself, so.
Oh, you got to do it. It's the coolest thing ever.
I don't know. I might get seasick.
Nah. Well, my dad got in there. He made a half a lap around Atlanta, and he said he's going to puke if he didn't get out.
Well, he gave a bunch of kudos to a bunch of people. Is there anyone else you want to thank before we shake it down here?
Oh, just thanks to all the racers. That we had a good, pretty clean race up front. Anyways, we had some battling and then some little bit of contact, but everybody kind of kept it together, and that was fun.
Yeah, I like I said to Henry as well. Like I thoroughly enjoyed watching the battles up front and watching you guys dance around. That makes it enjoyable for everyone to watch it. The babies' mamas, the mothers watching on Mother's Day, giving us some free time
Yep.
to hang out with each other. And hats off to you for stitching together the victory because that was just an impressive charge at the end.
Thanks, I appreciate it, Robert.
Well, I hope to see you up in the booth again, Chris, and you stitch together some more great runs. It's been a pleasure watching you just find a fucking boatload of speed the last
man.
little bit,
Yeah.
buddy.
That's cool. Yeah, I used to just hang in the back and then try to go at the end, but I got a fast repair. I'm gonna run it.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. If you don't use it, you lose it, right? So
That's right. You can't bank them.
you can't bake them; they don't go to the next race. That's for sure. So up 2 spots tonight. You're victorious, and like I said, hope to see you in the booth again. And have a good night, sir.
All right, thanks, Robert. Take care.
Yeah, take care.
See ya.
That was our P1 finisher tonight, Chris Luttrell, last season champion, pulling out a Sky Delight win. I don't even know if that's a proper analogy, but he's going to burn it down for us, and that's going to be the end of our broadcast tonight for Speed Zone TV. Big shout out to Virtual to Reality TV for making it possible for us to be here tonight for the 80 laps at Vegas. And Speed Zone TV, I'm Robert Warrens bringing you the action. As you saw it tonight, great green-white checkered battle, but we were riddled with a few cautions at the end. I'm not sure the count anymore. That's race number 3 in the books for Lightning Esports. 3 races, 3 different winners, and a heck of a lot of great racing over these 3 races. We're off 2 weeks. We'll be back June 1st at Bristol Motor Speedway. One of the 3 concrete facilities that will be getting it done at next. So thank you for those tuning in tonight. Shout out to all the mothers for Mother's Day. Shout out to Reynolds and Hoffert, our 2 angels in the sky. We'll be showing them some love throughout the season. And shout out to our sponsors that are rolling in the bottom right hand side of the screen: Lightning Wraps, Feg PC, Apex Boss, Virtual to Reality TV, BBR Racing, SimLab. And that's going to be our broadcast for tonight. Happy you guys were able to join us here. Once again, Speed Zone TV signing off. Robert Warrens, wishing you all the best for your work weeks. Go ahead and share out the broadcast. Send it some love. Throw some likes on it. We had some great racing tonight and hope to have some more for race number 4, June 1st at Bristol Motor Speedway. Take care, everyone.